Hello everybody, it's Dan, your friendly fishmonger at dansfish.com, and I have an announcement to make. We're doing Discus again. Now, a lot of people have asked over the years for me to do that, and I've always resisted because I don't keep the aquariums very hot here. In the past, when I used to keep Discus, I did it the way I was told I had to do it. Sterile tanks, 50% water change in the morning, 50% water change at night. Feed beef hard, all that stuff. We're trying it differently this time. The reason I'm trying it differently is there's a lot of old timers I know who keep Discus very differently than the mode we think of today. They keep them in beautiful planted tanks. There's other species in those tanks. They're not necessarily kept really hot because the plants don't thrive at really high temperatures. And there's been lots of old timers over the years that have told me that I don't have to keep my Discus really hot and sterile like I used to. But I was always hesitant to try it in any other way because Discus are so expensive. And so basically it was a fear thing. There's a whole group, I like to call them Discus divas, but really dedicated Discus keepers that here's how you do it. White painted tank, sterile, huge water changes, feed beef hard, and maybe a couple other things, right? There's just this regimen of how to do it. And so I did it because I thought, I'm not going to lose these things. But I miss them. And so I wanted to see if I could keep them successfully in a system like this, at 79 degrees instead of the typical 84 degrees that I usually kept the water at when I kept them before. I'm happy to say that so far, it's been a complete success. A couple of months ago, we brought in just 6 Discus from a supplier that does a really good job, and they are all doing great a couple months later. We had a veterinarian examine them to see if there was any issues that they were developing from being kept in our system, and there are not. They got a clean bill of health. So based on that information, we said, okay, we'll try a few more. So we brought in 7 different varieties, and so far all 7 tanks of those are doing wonderful. We've had them for about 3 weeks now, this last batch. And again, we've had a veterinarian examine them. I'm not just flying by the seat of my pants here. So we think this is going to work. We think that at 79 degrees with the constant water flow that we're giving them, that long term they're probably going to do just fine. I have a friend that goes in, he's been to the Amazon 9 times. And every time I've talked to him about Discus, he's always like, shakes his head and is like, you know, when I see them in the wild, they're in the water with all the other fish. They aren't necessarily in these sterile little environments at hot temperatures. So I'm trying it and I think it's going to work. They're doing well. They're eating a wide variety of foods. We tend to feed like monster pellets by Extreme, Hikari Massivore Delight pellets, and various large algae wafers. They're eating Hikari Vibra Bites. And they also get frozen bloodworms, frozen brine shrimp, and frozen mysis shrimp, all in kind of a rotation. They're eating well, they're doing excellent. So far, from everything we know on our end, this is gonna work. We're at the point now where we're ready to sell them, and we hope it's gonna work for you too. We'll know this in a few weeks. We're gonna list these for sale, and it'll depend on the customer's success. We can only learn so much keeping them here, but I'm confident from what we've seen that they're going to do well for you. So if you would like to keep some Discus, we've got some. They're fully acclimated. They've been examined by a veterinarian. They're eating a wide variety of foods, and I think they're going to do well for you. So check them out at dansfish.com, and we'll know after a few of you buy them and what from your feedback and your experience if we're on the right track or not. If not, we'll have to put the brakes on this whole thing, but my spidey senses say we're in the right direction. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to everyone that is a member of the channel. We really appreciate that support, and we'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, it's Dan. If you want to learn more about aquarium fish, we do a live stream every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Dan's Fish YouTube channel. If you're in the market for aquarium fish, check us out at dansfish.com. We ship to the US and parts of Canada. And if you want something fishy to wear, we've got merch. Till next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.